Happy Thursday, Grace Covenant. It's Thursday, February 8th, and I just took a walk. Very brisk out here, not even up to freezing yet, but it felt good to move. We're over a weekend now to Black History Month, and as COVID would have it, we're also a couple weeks into a real uptick of COVID in the Grace Covenant community. I know there's an uptick everywhere, but we're definitely feeling it where we are. So both of those things, Black History Month and this uptick in COVID, invite us back into the past and invite us to really attend to our future and our present mentalities and states of minds and frameworks and ways of analyzing things and understanding things. And there is a burning question, like what have we learned from our history? What have we learned from the fact that we didn't learn the true history? What have we learned since 2020 and the great uprising summer when people rose up after the death, murder of lynching, as I said in my sermon, of George Floyd? And that uprising was different than other uprisings because of how many people in white bodies participated in that, went to the streets, and really we're starting to see the systemic and structural aspect of this. That racism isn't just about, people being unkind or hateful, but it's about systems and institutions and structures and a whole ethos of the way we've understood ourselves as a country that's just deeply, deeply formed by white supremacy. So we're being asked to remember. We're being asked to remember differently. We're being asked to also rearrange the furniture of our mentalities, our psyches, our sense of ourselves in the world. And that is not an easy place to be, but it's where we are. And so however you are orienting yourself to this current situation, the invitation is for you to just be honest with yourself and others about how your orientation to all of this lines up with your values and how your orientation to all that's going on tells you about what you really value. There are many kind of, there are many examples of the ways white progressive, white liberal people are tiring of the work of dismantling white supremacy, of really provoking true justice for Black people. There are many examples of that right now, and there are many examples of that in our own community. And just paying attention to how that impacts you, all of us, the ways that is such a triggering response for our Black and brown and indigenous siblings to hear the words, see the actions of people who said they were going to be allies, who said they were down for the work, who said they were committed, who made promises, and then it gets too uncomfortable and they quit. That's the thing about this is you can't quit. There is no quitting. There's just aligning, there's just deciding where you're going to spend your energy. So as we move into Lent, this is going to be a time of wilderness, as it always is. And who knows what all's down the pike for us these next few weeks. So far, 2024 has not been easy street. It's been a doubling down of a lot of the difficult and gut-wrenching things that the human family is dealing with right now. So as we move into Lent, the invitation is toward intentionality. It's toward practice. It's toward trusting a road that we don't have a map for. It's toward really, just really being honest around this alignment between behavior, practice, energy, commitment, and our stated values. This is a time when there's a lot of sorrow as well, a lot of hurt, a lot of, just a lot of us are in the midst of some big, big, big changes and losses. And so it's a time when we even more really need to be able to lock arms, to be together, to know who is with us, to know how we can really lean into building beloved community, decolonizing our faith, and really welcoming the spirit that gives life and liberation into our hearts and into our community. So I continue, I pray without ceasing for you, Grace Covenant, and really for anybody listening to this. I feel the weight of these times, and I'm so grateful that we're in it together. I'm sending love to all of you, and praying that today can be a day when some clarity comes your way, and that you feel loved and supported and called into this inspiring and transformative way of life, because there is freedom and love and embrace here. Have a good day, Grace Covenant.